Here we go again. Gas prices have not gone down. In fact, they've gone up. So I'm curious if I'll be the only guy out here tonight. Whoa. Could be. Let's see. This one maybe should ride up front with me. That's kind of interesting. You ever see a sewing machine like that before? I don't know. But we'll put that up front. Let's see. These sash weights are always fun to find. And I would say as far as milk crates go, I'm not in love with this one because it's kind of bowed out, but during these tough times, I suppose I should just pick up whatever I can, right? Maybe I'll have to become a milkman someday. I could use that crate to deliver milk. Wow. I've really got to be careful about not showing folks addresses. Did I open this? That's optimism. We already found some junk that I didn't record. So I think at the very least we paid for our gas today. But let's see. What's in the Weber? I don't know. I found these earlier, and then I had to stomp on the brakes because a dog ran out into the street. His name was Charlie. His mom came out and said, "Charlie!" But everybody's okay. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Non-magnetic stainless. And there's enough schmutz on there that I'll probably get credit for an extra pound at the scrapyard. Wow. You know, normally I don't take these things, but during these tough times, maybe I should. How do you get that pin out of there, though? The reason I'm not a huge fan of the barbecue lids is because they take so much space. But if I tuck it in there right, then it'll sort of conform to the trunk and become a vessel for the other things that I want to procure. So let's get a pin pulling implement. And yeah, you can really just snap these off, but that's more of a two-handed trick. All right, so pull the cotter pin. Then pull the pivot pin. then pull the other one. This is the point where somebody will usually come out and say, "Oh, that grill still works." Whoa. And then you got egg on your face, don't ya? But, see? Tuck that in there nice and neat. And I can just throw my other junk in there. But I think you can see how that's not great, you know? And you might want to be conservative about that. How many of those you take if you're driving a small vehicle. And then I don't want to be a dick, so I will take these little bits and pieces and don't throw them in there because they'll go right through the bottom. Just one day we'll make a video about me vacuuming all this crap out of my car, so those will get sucked right up into the shop vac. And that's how you pay for, what, 1 gallon of gas? See? Just don't worry about it so much, you know. Alright, I gotta start this clip again because of dress labels. Just never ends, does it? Anyway. First, we've got this really nice heavy cast iron. It's not antique or nothing, but that's a nice thing. And it's got the lid, which will ride up front with us. It's really dirty, but glass you can clean pretty easily. Let's see what's next. That's a really cool storage jar. And it's filled with cocaine too, so yeah, we can go home and go into the drug business. That's awesome. I'm just kidding, it's not really cocaine. I can't believe I have to say that too. But I don't want anyone to get their panties in a bunch. Creative Cookware Company. Wow, that is so cool looking. It's aluminum, it doesn't weigh anything. It's neat. I don't really like these things. Luckily that one's broken, so I don't have to decide whether to take it or not. That's brass. Alright, what else do we got here? This pile of junk. There's some wires in here. Maybe I'll clip those later. What's this thing? Dominion. What is that? Dominion Electric Corp. Oh, that's one of those rotators. I see. You put your shish kebabs in there and it spins it around while it cooks. Ooh, sinking into the mud. That's junk. Alright, I think this is one of those piles where the people thought they were just throwing out nothing but junk, but we got a couple of goodies. Let's see. Is this old or just yellowed? I don't know, it looks old enough. Wow. Where are the little, you know, the car and stuff. Is this such an old set that they don't have those yet? You know what? We're gonna take this. This thing looks ancient. It could be that it's an early one that didn't have the little metal tokens. Let's see. Can we toss that in their garbage? Yeah. They won't mind. We got it out of their neighbor's garbage. And I guess that's about it for this pile. I'm gonna do some cord cutting, but I'll do that off camera. Yeah, you know. Nothing too valuable here, but it was definitely fun. Go home and bake some cookies or whatever. How gross do you think this old flower is? Pretty gross, huh? I wonder if it's possible to not show you this real estate sign while I show you this headboard. Let's see. Oh. You know, I'm not really sure how I feel about this, because I thought it was brass and it's not, which means I'm not obligated to take it, but it's super nice. But it's super huge and super worthless, so I guess that answers that question. Hope you didn't see the sign either. Right. See that no trespassing sign? Let's get the hell out of here. We're on a main road in the middle of nowhere, but I just got to know what's in this box. Box seems a lot further away than I thought it was. All right. We got tiles. And in this box, we got fabric. And I've just made a god-awful mess out of these nice people's garbage pile. I wonder if I should take that for scrap. Nah. It's not really... Wow, I'm so glad that that had her name on it. More things for me to blur out. Alright, we're gonna get lucky here or what? Wow. That's a big, juicy piece of wire. Damn, what does that go to? What are these people up to that they need such a huge wire? Oh, look. Also, they've got some shinny glass Christmas ornaments. Yeah, we're not taking those. Not right now. I'll take stuff like that maybe 1 month out of the year. But right now in March, forget about it. Christmas stuff is really cool, but it just doesn't sell until like a month before Christmas. And it's usually fragile too. I don't know how much of that I'm going to have to blur out. Wow, that's a cool looking bat. Isn't it? I don't know if it's useful. Wow, that's a piece of metal in there. Look. It's like big. Whoa. What the F? That is the biggest splitting wedge I've ever seen in my life. You ever seen something like that? It's a full-size bat. That's one of these giant Arizona cans. That is a huge splitting wedge. What would you split with that? Damn. That's got to be a joke, like that just somebody made as a gag. Where's Wrangler Star when you need him? Hey, what do we do with this? I hope we don't have to scrap it. Ooh. Those worth taking? Barely. Barely. Alright. Guess we got everything we're gonna get out of here, but man, that was one hell of a splitting wedge. Anything in here? Oh no, 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 don't fall over. Please don't fall over. It's like, how much of the liability is mine? And how much of the liability belongs to the homeowner? If their pile is built in a way that it's likely to fall over if you even look at it wrong, I don't know. I do my best though. Wow. Somebody likes us. Look at this pretty, pretty, pretty pile of jumper cables and air hose, which we don't need. And this level that belongs to my friend Al Aluminum. Oh, check it out. We're by a swamp too. A lot of swamps down here in the bayou. There's gators down there. Aluminum's brother, Alligator. All right. Ah! Gotta run across the street before I get ran over. Why are there so many cars out in the bayou? Where's John Fogerty when you need to ask him these questions? He was born here. All right. I see some work boots and a can of cat food. I don't think we need that. We definitely need this though. All right. That is a cool Peugeot. It's a Carbolite 103. And I've had a zillion of these, but this one has the aluminum rims, which makes it more better. We'll take a more careful look at it in just a second. So hold on to your fancy city britches, and we'll look at that. All right, there it is. Let's start at the bottom. We have Rigida rims, and whatever that hub is, I don't know. Let's see. Probably little Vineman brakes. I like these levers. Look at them. They're not exactly drilled levers, but they're like quasi-drilled. Then you got the Philippe? I don't know. The ATAC stem. Peugeot over here. Simplex shifters. Carbolite 103 again. I don't think the seat is original. It's a tailbone seat. Made in France, like French fries. You got your little Peugeot guy there. Simplex derailleur. I'm assuming, I don't know, what kind of crankset is that? Probably leotard pedals. Peugeot derailleur on the back. I like these nice little ridges here on the dropout. Reflectors still intact. I think the chain will go back on the thingy. Alright, so this chain right here, it's like all frozen and gummed up. So we'll give that a spritz while we're here. And maybe by the time we get home we can fix that. What are we gonna give it a spritz with though? All our cans of... There you go. Yeah, what happens is the chain kind of rusts and it kinks up, and then when it goes through the little gears, it's not good. Nice reflector on the front. Then you got that really cool little plastic badge. I think this bike is, other than that seat, this bike is pretty much original. I think the chain's fixed yet. See what's going on there? And as the kinky part goes through the gears, it just starts, you know, causing all kinds of a ruckus. But anywho, let's get the hell out of here before I get ran over by a car. But I'm super excited about that little Peugeot. It's beautiful. All right, there were kids and a dog out before, so I couldn't really record, but I want to show you this thing before I wedge it in the car. I don't know if it's a bumblebee or if it's a exercise bike, but I guess we own it now. See, I think the trick with this thing is as you're pedaling, it goes like side to side, so you get the whole off-road experience. Some stuff like that. It uses a grip shifter to loosen and tighten the thingamajiggies. So I will try to get that in my car. We'll see. I'll let you know how it went in the next clip. That wasn't so bad, and it's definitely the most interesting exercise bike I've ever found. So we'll check it out, see if we can fix it up. Looks like the chain has come off the thing, so we might have to address that. But it's just another example of the kind of crazy stuff you can find out here. Well, it's not exactly witching hour, but it is getting dark. Kind of wish it was too dark to see these paintings. Sorry, I'm trying to be less of a snarky dick when I make these videos, but sometimes it's difficult. What's that? I don't know. I feel like much of anything. Alright, so I hate filming after dark, so we'll do another couple clips and then we'll call it a night. Witching hour. That means it's dark outside. What about this thing? Wow, it's a Filco radio. But unfortunately, it looks like somebody took all the Filco out of it. Wonder if that speaker's any good. Probably not. It's a nice little cabinet though. That could be repurposed as like a little mini bar or something. Not for us though. Wouldn't even fit in the back seat with that big bumblebee in there. This looks like something cool. Yeah, that's like some kind of little mini air compressor. The Power Pal. It's got a hose and everything. What about these now? Normally with stuff like that, I just cut the cord and scrap it, but you know, this one looks like it's in pretty good shape. Maybe it works. Wouldn't be a bad thing to have. Look at this, what's that piece called right there? The nozzle, the chuck? I mean, that's the thing that you use to inflate your bike tire. Yeah, I hope that thing works. Nice little piece. Alright. Assuming there aren't too many address labels, we'll do this as like the last pile. See if we got anything here. Alright, empty Dell bag. Lots of books. I think some of these Chimpokemon books can be worth money. I don't know which ones. More books. Wow. More books. Some umbrellas. We don't need that. Desk tray organizers. We don't need those. Yeah, it seems like mostly books. It's baseball gloves. I don't know, those are a little too hacked for me. You think anyone would pay $1 for those? No. Bubble stuff. Drumhead. Alright, I can't really leave you hanging. This pile was not that great, so we'll do one more. But that's how it goes sometimes out here. Alright, I don't really feel like recording anymore tonight, so let's make this the last one. There's the pile, and we found a couple of cool milk cans here. A little bit beat up, but they're not all rusted out. And I don't really know how picky people are about these. I think that if you cleaned them and slapped a coat of paint on them, they don't want to go in the Camry though, do they? Don't take us, Mr. Man. All right. Nope. Let's see if we can get the other one to fit. Yeah, these are definitely iffy. But we're not being too fussy tonight. And this is why what I was saying earlier about the the barbecue thing here. See how that really monopolizes space in the trunk? All right, that's a little bit better. All right. So it takes a lot of space, but it worked out pretty well right there. But it can be a problem. Superior. All right, so we'll see how we do with these, but worst comes to worst, we could just scrap them. They're worth maybe $1 or $2. All right, I think that'll do us with the trunk. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else out in this pile. Let's see. That's weird. What do you think that is? I don't know. We have an aluminum pan that weighs virtually nothing. And expensive whiskey box. Take that. Sometimes people buy these whiskey boxes, certain brands. You know, maybe that's a $10 eBay item or something. And I guess that's it for us tonight. If I find anything else exciting, I'll just try to weave it in as best I can. But for now, you know, not a great night, but not the end of the world. This thing's really interesting. Can't wait to see if I can get that thing working, because like these are just spinning, you know. But yeah, not a great night, but we found some stuff. We had some fun. So until next time, appreciate you keeping me company, and thanks for watching. So I guess technically the video's over, but I wanted to pose an ethical question. It'll be rhetorical because I don't really read the answers, but I found these big cast iron pipes, steel pipes, I guess. And I thought, what great pipes. In fact, I already put one in the trunk. It's really heavy too. You know, that's got to be like 40 pounds worth. And then I realized the reason it's so heavy is because it's filled with something. Tar, sand, concrete. Now, I could easily take this to the scrapyard, drive out into the back, and toss it in the steel pile, and nobody would be the wiser. But I would never do that, because the scrapyard is not paying me for concrete. They're paying for steel or whatever. So I'm just curious what people would do out there. You know, it's just kind of an open question that I'll just pose. Maybe we don't need to answer, maybe you could comment. But what would you do? Would you take these pipes that are full of concrete, bring them to the scrapyard and cash in? Or would you leave them here on the curb? I should probably take this thing though, huh? Anyway, I know what I'm doing. I'm leaving them here. Thanks for watching.